Today, I rise to present H.R. 113, known as Piqui's resolution. 5-year-old Piqui was a gifted and loving child with a great imagination. His mother, Ana Estevez, and child safety advocates stand with us today in the gallery. Piqui enjoyed walking along the beach at Bolsa Chica and collecting seashells. His favorite song was "You Are My Sunshine." He loved when Ana would read to him. Together, they would role-play the characters in the books. In his few years, he left behind memories of openness and kindness that will never be forgotten. In April of 2017, Piqui was murdered. Today, my co-authors and I join Ana in asking you to remember Piqui, not only in how he lived, but on how he died. Because, fellow members, the person who committed this heinous act was Piqui's father. Yes, his own father. During a long custodial dispute, after a divorce due to domestic violence, the family court system repeatedly refused to give Ana sole custody, despite mounting evidence that Piqui was in danger. Ana fought for her son, but the documented abuse was ignored and then dismissed. The system failed this child, and frankly, we failed this child. And he's not the only one. Since 2008, at least 638 children in the U.S. have been murdered by a parent in similar circumstances, according to the Center for Judicial Excellence. Abusive parents are often granted custody or unprotected parenting by family courts, and many court-related child murders occurred after family courts granted dangerous parents access to children over the objections of a protective parent. Even if children survive a childhood filled with domestic violence, whether they are the ones physically abused or not, they can have lifelong physical and mental health problems. This includes anxiety and depression, difficulty in relationships, academic and employment failures, and trouble with their own parenting. They are also more likely to use violence themselves. Without intervention at an early age, the cycle of domestic violence will continue. Today marks the 1-year anniversary that Piqui's father was sentenced to 25 years to life. He received justice in this life, and he will receive justice in the next. Now, we ask you to stand with us so that other children receive the justice that Piqui never did. Let's prevent Ana's tragedy from happening to another parent. As a mother of two wonderful children, I can't imagine the pain. I would give my life to protect my children. I know that all members in this chamber would do the same. Unfortunately, we can't protect our children from all harm. But today, we can do this. Ana has turned her grief into seeking justice for her children just like Piqui. Let us honor this powerful woman's commitment to her son. Let's make a child's safety a priority over all other considerations in any custody or visitation decisions. Let's remember Piqui and the children who have lost their lives at the hands of unfit parents. As the chair of the Select Committee on Domestic Violence, I thank you and respectfully ask for your strong aye vote for this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you. Assemblymember Gibson, you are recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker and members. I rise in support of House Resolution 113 and thank the author from West Covina for, one, having the courage to bring this resolution before us. I had the distinct honor of meeting this mother who lost her child in what I think is one of the most horrific cases I've heard. As a former police officer, as a father whose son was killed at 3 years old by a hit-and-run motorist, and I hope the lady rots in hell. I had an honor to meet this courageous woman who stands above us, who told me her story a few weeks ago. It's horrific. It's horrific to understand or try to wrap our minds around the court system, professionals that heard her plea that the father was unfit to have joint custody of their 5-year-old son. But to have this individual take the son to Disneyland and spend an entire day with the child and then suffocate him in the back seat of the car and then dump his body, I cannot fathom that horrific situation. It pains me that court professionals need better training to recognize the signs of abuse and domestic violence. And had they, possibly, her son would not be dead today. But I'm not going to put the blame on the professionals, because this blame directly falls on his shoulders fully. And again, I hope he rots not only in prison but also in hell. And with that, I would strongly ask for us to send a strong message with an aye vote on House Resolution 113.
Thank you. Seeing no further discussion or debate, Assemblymember Rubio, would you like co-authors on this measure?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, please open the roll for co-authors. This roll is for co-authors on the resolution. This roll is for co-authors on the resolution. This roll is for co-authors on the resolution. Madam Clerk, you may close the roll. There are 69 co-authors on the resolution. Without objection, we'll take a voice vote on this measure. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? The resolution is adopted. Assemblymember Rubio, returning to you for your guest